What's up, guys? I got a video today on Zerogapping the Andis Masters. I've been waiting on it only because it can be a little harder than when you're doing a pair of trimmers or wall clippers, and you really got to make sure you do it the right way. And this little tutorial will help you do it one time and quick. Check it out. Alright guys, the first thing you're going to notice is when you open and close the blade, when you actually shut it, it's not close enough, so there's no way you're going to be able to actually blend down the bald, and it's typically like that with every clipper. Now, first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to loosen up these two screws. Okay, my first aim is to get this blade pushed back as far as I can, alright, as if you're trying to zero gap it, and you won't be able to get it close enough, but you're going to get a little closer than what factory setting is, so that's what we're going to do right away. Push the blade back in the closed position as far as it goes. Tighten it back up. You notice that the blade is closer, but it's not zero gapped. Alright? The reason you're pushing this, I have a reason why you're going to be pushing this blade back first, okay? And I'll show you in a sec when we get to step 2. Also, before you go messing with these, make sure your clippers are unplugged, okay? You don't want this thing turning on an accident, getting shocked or anything. It's a good practice for your safety, so go ahead and unplug those clippers. Alright, clippers are unplugged. First thing you're going to do, you're going to open them up, okay? It's just going to be a standard slotted, screwdriver. So pop these two screws right off. Put it in a safe place. You don't want to lose these. Alright, you'll notice front comes right off. Now in here, this is a very intricate design here. This is not like your standard clippers. I think that's why they call them Andis Masters, because it's a masterpiece. It's a beautiful work of art here. And you got a lot of things in here you don't want to tamper with. If you mess something up, trust me, these things will go downhill quick. Alright? First thing you're going to notice, you got these two screws here. They hold this blade in place pretty much, the distance up and down. So your goal is to unloosen these, and we're going to be moving the actual blade holder up just a bit. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get the star bit that fits in these, okay? That's one thing you're gonna need, okay? I happen to have one, so perfect. It's actually just a touch too small, but we're going to use it anyways, because that's how I get down. And anyways, I'm going to unloosen it, alright? And then I'm going to snudge it back just a little bit. So it is loosened, but it's going to be tight for me to move up and down. Same thing with the other one. Unloosen it, alright? Tighten it back up a bit, alright? This way, this thing is not too loose, and I'm able to move it, but it's not tight, so I will be able to move it. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put the flat tip screwdriver together, and I'm going to see how I can nudge this black piece here. This piece is what you want to move. It's the piece in the back. You got your two screws, you have like a bracket here, and then in back of it you have the darker blade holder. So you're going to try to nudge that up a bit. Alright, and here you can see it moves pretty easy. You want to make sure whatever you push it up on the left side, it's the same on the right side, and they both match, okay? So I'm going to bring it up just a touch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tighten it slowly, tighten both of them, and then tighten them up all the way, okay? Now what that should have done is that should have pushed this bottom blade either up towards this top blade or past it. If you're at least touching it and it's zero gap, perfect, you're done. If it's past this top blade, it's even better, because you at least know you can adjust this blade backwards or forwards when you're finished, okay? And that's the reason why I pushed this blade back in the first place. So this way when you move this blade and you close it, if it's just meeting up, you already know you're good. And if it's past, you could adjust it. So this, it's basically like a surefire way of knowing that when you adjust it later on, you're gonna be perfect, okay? So right now, here, the bottom blade on mine, it both passes the top blade. So that means you're gonna be able to zero gap it once you're done closing this thing up, okay? So you're gonna go ahead, pop the plate back on there, put the screws back on. Okay, technical difficulties here. Let's go. Oh God, all day. Bam, put that bad boy back in there. The bottom one back in there. Oh! Oh! Alright. Intermission. Where'd you go? There you are. Gotcha. Okay. See, that happens. You don't want that to happen. Alrighty. Pop that bad boy in there. Now, okay. This doesn't mean this thing's gonna run perfect, alright? If you put that blade, if you move that holder piece when you actually moved it up and down, if you moved it and it's on an angle, you could have a problem where this is actually not working right, okay? And that's the reason why I was so reluctant to do this video. There might be a trial and error thing where if you feel the blade's not working right, you have to keep adjusting it, okay? It's not about the height, you know, where it's at as far as up and down. It's about left to right. It can't be on an angle or this thing's not gonna work right. So before I do anything, I'm gonna plug it in and turn it on. As long as it sounds right, we're good. Sounds perfect. Open and close this thing is perfect. So now, keep it closed. Now we're gonna zero gap it, since we know we have enough room for the blade to move. Now you do your usual, like you would with any other clippers / trimmers, okay? Move the blade around, tighten it up, and adjust where needed, okay? Just so you do know, this blade will move on you when you tighten it up. It'll move backwards some. So make sure, you know, like my tip of my other videos, you tighten it up just a little bit, move the blade, tighten it up some more. Boom, perfect, okay? Now what I always do is I click it once. All right, now you see if the blade moved any, as far as one side being high or low, and you adjust it from there, because every time you move this blade, you know, it's not exactly where it's gonna be. Turn it on, it relieves some pressure, and it lets you know where the blade actually is. So I'm gonna readjust this, and I'll give you a picture at the end, let you see the difference between how it started out and how it finished, and you'll see that this bad boy is zero gap perfect. It's gonna work great, and that's pretty much all it takes, okay? Could be from start to finish, not even 5 minutes, and you'll have this thing zero gap perfect. Thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it. I'll definitely have a lot of videos out this year. Hope you guys had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. I did, with the family, and thank you guys for sticking with me, and hopefully you guys like this video. Comment and subscribe. All right, see you guys. Peace.